Hello. I know it's only been a couple of days since I made my last video, but I've had a little bit of a change around. I woke up yesterday morning and the pocket size that I'm using for this month of August, I wanted to add a couple of more sections in, but there wasn't room. It was really thick. So what I've done is I've moved one of my sections completely out of here and into another Filofax. Now, the section that I had in here, right at the back, was shopping. In that section, I had, I used to make lists for any shopping that I needed that day. I had my loyalty cards, my credit cards, and my money, anything to do with shopping. So what I did was I broke out my old mini size Finsbury and I moved everything from my shopping section into here, which has left me with, look, quite a large amount of space to add my two sections later on. So what I've done with my mini is, if you've watched my last videos, everything in here you would have seen in my pocket size. But here is my pound size token for the shopping trolley, which comes, I just click off that hook when I need to use it. In here, I've got the three main cards that I use all the time. I've got my debit card at the top. Then here in England, when we become state pension age, which I did 5 years ago, we get a free bus pass. That bus pass entitles us to free bus travel all over the country, anywhere in the country. So I keep my bus pass there. I don't drive. I usually cycle locally, or I'll bus if it's a bit further, or I'll catch a taxi if I need to keep an appointed time and I have to make sure I get there on time, because let's face it, buses go all around the houses and take forever. This debit card here is, it's a play account really. I put money in it when I want to save for something. For instance, last year I wanted a new cycle, so I'd put money in it and then draw the money out when I had enough. Or if I want to treat myself to a new Filofax, it comes out of this account. This is my treating account. In here, nothing at the moment, because obviously it's only a day old, and this will probably be where I put my receipts as I take them from the assistant. A photograph of a pin-up. I like to have pin-ups in my Filofaxes. Now, I actually did make this size originally a long time ago for this mini, but just recently I've had him in my pocket size because I'm a Stargate fan and I love the character of General O'Neill. I have Richard Dean Anderson. I have it more for the fact that he was General O'Neill than I do for him being Richard Dean Anderson. But I might do old Gibbs from NCIS soon. So, now, those of you that have seen my videos before know that I had to make these two for the smaller mini size. I keep a cover, sticky plastic, look, this plastic here. I cover my pages in that, of all the basics that I buy. So that when I go shopping each day, although I'll have a list already in here, which I make as I go, when I run out something in the kitchen, I can quickly run through this and think, oh, what do I need? Is there anything else I need? Yeah? So those I've covered in plastic so that they last a long time. But it's so cheap and it doesn't take me long if I want to add anything. Now, my first section, my dividers, I wasn't going to put dividers in because literally there's only 3 sections, a beginning, a middle and an end. But I already had these made up from last time. They literally, I made a coloured set 2 ages ago. They're a bit manky now. I made them like this. the same as the inserts for any Filofax. But yesterday when I put the inserts in, I also had these little owl stickers, and I thought, oh, they'll make a fun little tab. So I stuck them on the front and then cut round the head like that. And on the back, I've just put another little sticker, a heart. Yeah, I've got a little owl there, and where are we? And it's very difficult to do it back to front. You'd think I've used it by now. And another one there. Right, this section here is the first section is literally just my shopping list. When I run out of something in the kitchen, I can quickly write it down. This has got all my money in it, so I just grab this as I go, and it's got everything I need in it. Yep, so that's easy. Don't take much talking about with that one. The next section here. Now, I did have a month to review diary in here already from when I used it previously, nearly 18 months ago now. And I also had bought this year's diary, which hadn't been used, of a week to review. So I took out the month to review. Don't need it because I've got my pocket for everything. But I did keep the week to review. Now the reason I'm doing this is because when I go in any shop, they either hand you the receipt in your hand, which I shove in my pocket or in the carrier bag myself and forget about it, or they'll shove the receipt in the carrier bag. And when I get home, I'll unpack my shopping, the carrier bag's folded up and put in the drawer, ready for me to use for rubbish, and the receipt gets thrown away. And I never keep a track of what I spend. Every month it just goes out in the air because it's too much trouble to come home, pick up my pocket Filofax, stick it in the financial section. I forget about it. So what I'm going to do with this calendar or diary is before I leave the shop, I'm going to stand in the corner and I'm actually going to write down exactly how much I've spent at the till. Yeah? And then in a minute you'll see what I've done at the back for the receipts. And then at the end of the month, down here I've got a little notes one. I can tally it up and then carry it forward at the end of the week and see how much I spend a month. Because I've got to start economising. It's ridiculous how much money I'm spending just here, there and everywhere for nothing. Right, my next section, okay. In here, as in all my Filofaxes, I carry a plastic covered in case of emergency. I've got my daughter's name and telephone number under here, what I'm allergic to, my medical situation at the moment, the tablets that I take, and then here is my doctor's name and address. It's so that if anyone, and I've put them here in this section because you'll see in a minute, should be the section that people will go to look, because also in here, this is one single page, laminated page, back and front, and it's literally just got my family's phone numbers, my daughter, my granddaughters, my sister, and then on the other side, which I'm not going to name because I haven't covered them up, is the immediate family that live in this area, so that if somebody steals my phone or I lose my phone or something in an emergency, I can ring one of them up and say, look, quick, you've got, I need help or whatever. The phone number's there. I hate being without my family's phone number. Just one single page. And I don't know if you can see, because this video might not turn out very well once I upload it. I do it in order colour, so that at a glance I can see it. Mauve, blue, pink, mauve. Then on the other side, blue, pink, so on and so forth. Yep. Okay. And then behind here, I made this last night. It's only plain. I mean, if you wanted to make one, I only had this bit of plain card, but you can do it out of pretty thing above. This side I've got a little flap here, this side I've got a little flap here, and so that I can see where the gap, I just put a crayon thing along there, stuck an owl on the thing. What I've done with this, excuse me while I take it out, whoops a daisy, right, this is so simple. You see, I'm not one, my girls nicked my glue stick. I'm not one for washi tape. I can't stand all this sticking and gluing and pasting. What I did was, I let's take those out before they fall out. I got a piece of paper just bigger than twice the size of one of the papers in the Filofax, and just over twice as long. Cut it. I then folded it in half. Made a mark and folded it in half again. Did the holes, and then once I could see the holes, I drew a line down diagonally like that. Opened it up, shut it up like that, cut the diagonal lines, put it like that. Yep, made my little sticky thing. It's only so I'm not staring at a plain blank, but I will at a later date do a pretty card, I suspect. And then crayoned along here just so that I could see where it started and where it finished. Now that is going to be for, let's put it back. That's going to be for my coupons. There's one coupon. I get £4 off if I spend £20. And any old rubbish in the back here, I don't know. But anyway, I'm going to make one for my other Filofax through my pocket Filofax. So that's that. It's really simple. And no sticking, no nothing. Alright, it's a bit thick because it's double card, but I've got space. Then here, over here, I've got the cab company that I use the most, like this, so that when I get my money out to pay him, I can just quickly flash that at him because it's a 10% off voucher. So I keep that hanging loose. Here I've got my loyalty cards. I will keep calling them store cards, forgetting that store cards are actually credit cards or something, aren't they? I don't have any, so... But they're loyalty cards. I only have a couple because there's only a couple of shops I shop in regularly. It's worth doing it for. And any of the other shops, such as Boots, the chemist, or whatever, I'm usually with my daughter when I go there, and I just stick it on her card for her. She uses her points for Boots to go on holiday, hotels and things. So there's that, and there's another one there. There's another one there, and then over this side. I'll show you about these in a minute. Over this side, I've got a couple more, what are they called cards? Cab cards, because one is this one here. They stamp it every time I do a journey, and I get a free journey at the end. And this one is another 10% card off. This cab company is really, really cheap, but they're unreliable, so I can't use them very much unless I'm desperate. Then. In here, I've got a couple of a little bit of change. You know, when you hand over a note in the shop, they always give you a bit of change back. So that's just for that. And if it gets too much, then I'll bring it home and put it in a change purse. In the back, I've got my money. Now, two things before I go on to these cards here. I've decided that I'm not going to keep using my debit card. I'm going to get money out every Saturday, and that money has got to last me for shopping. Just shopping, nothing else, so that I can keep a track of how much money I spend. And then towards the end of the week, if I'm running out of money, then I'm going to go without things. Now, this card holder here, what I did with this was, it was an old card holder from, you know, you get a wad of card holders. It was a really old one. I think I found it in a junk shop or something years ago, and it's been laying around the house. I had to cut the top off here because only one side, so I cut it down low, and then I'm going to show you the wrong one actually. I'm going to show you the other one because I think this one comes out looser. What I did was stop the cards falling out. It's so easy, and also it was so hard to get the cards to find the top of the plastic. I cut them. If I take that out, you'll see I cut it down. Can you see where I cut it down into a loop? I used a biscuit, believe it or not, a rich tea biscuit as a template, and made that. And then, so that you can find it easier, I'd literally just slotted another piece of plastic in that I had running in the house. And it's going to be fiddly for me to do now. And I just slotted it in, well, you can see by this one. I slotted it in here. And I can put one card each side. And it's quite easy to find the old slots now. Look, no mucking about. So I did that. Now all this leaves me with, hopefully, enough space to put a couple more sections in my pocket, sections that I'll use on a daily basis. Yep, I know lots of people love using these as wallets, and I did too. It was fantastic, but the thing is, I need more space, and also this is so tiny in my bag that what does it matter, you know, that I have to. And also this is handy to grab when I'm just quickly nipping to the local village shops, and it's room in my bag for both of them when I leave the house with my handbag. Thank you for watching this, and my next video will be in September when I change my Pocket Apex to another style. Thank you very much. As usual, I do appreciate any comments and any ticks or points or whatever, likes. Thank you very much. Bye bye.